My friend and I had been best friends since middle school. But after graduating from high school, life and work got in the way, and we drifted apart for over a decade. It was much later when I heard he had quit his job at the bank and become a taxi driver. That news sparked a reunion, and we decided to go out for drinks after so long. "So, you quit the bank and became a taxi driver?" I teased lightly. He gave a sheepish smile and replied, "Yeah, a lot happened. But driving a taxi isn't so bad. I get to meet many people and hear a lot of interesting stories." Our conversation started light, reminiscing about old times. But as the night wore on, his demeanor changed. Maybe it was the alcohol, but he started to look a bit pale. Then, suddenly, with a serious expression, he said, "I have to tell you something unbelievable." He took a deep breath and began his story. "A few weeks ago, it was past 2 a.m., the time when business slows down. A man got into my taxi. He looked to be in his early 30s, wearing a black suit, just a regular salaryman. But something about him felt off. His eyes were pitch black, giving off a sense of deep darkness. It might have been the lighting, but those eyes were genuinely creepy." His voice trembled as he continued. "When I asked him where he wanted to go, he didn't specify. He just said, 'Drive straight and follow my directions.' It felt ominous, but I wasn't busy, and work is work, so I started driving. After a few minutes, he still hadn't given me any directions, so I asked again. He calmly said, 'Not yet, keep going.' That's when things got strange. I was driving straight, but soon found myself on unfamiliar roads. We were getting further from the city, heading down unknown mountain paths. The places he directed me to weren't even on the map." As he spoke, a heavy tension filled the air between us. His voice grew quieter as he went on. "There were no houses nearby. We were completely lost in the wilderness. Then, suddenly, the man said, 'Here is fine.' I stopped the car and realized we were in the middle of nowhere. He got out and walked silently towards the mountain. As I tried to make sense of it, I saw a small light flickering in the distance. It grew larger, and out of the light emerged an old, faded shrine. Before I could react, the man vanished towards the shrine. I waited for a few minutes, but he didn't return. Terrified, I drove away as fast as I could. The next day, curiosity got the better of me, and I went back to the spot, but the shrine I saw the night before was nowhere to be found. When he finished, it felt like the entire bar had fallen into a moment of eerie silence. Who was that man? Did the shrine really exist in the mountains? But the scariest part was yet to come. The man hadn't paid his fare. That realization hit us both, making us understand the true horror of the story.